Hey Kate, Jeremy here with the video I promised you showing you how you can beat out your competition on Google. In this video, I'm going to give you some tips and tricks that you can do yourself to improve your rankings and show you how we do it as well. So, the first thing I'm going to talk about is the fact that you have two sites. I kind of talked to you a little bit about this on the phone when we were talking about sending this video. And the two sites I found are mkpropertysolutions.net and mkpropertysolutionsindy.com. I'm not sure if you have more than two or not, because I remember you telling me one of them was for roofing and one of them was for more of like the property aspect, the property investment aspect. And both of these look like roofing sites. So I'm not sure what other site is doing the other aspect of it. So, but going through this, we're going to evaluate each one kind of one at a time. And the first thing I want to talk about is content. Content is king. Google likes to see about 1,500 to 2,000 words on the homepage of a site and about 500 to 750 on each service page. And there's two main reasons for this. One is Google sees you as an expert in your field the more you talk about your relevant topic. Okay. The second reason is the more content you have, the more keywords you can put in and the more you can rank for those keywords and get found on Google for them. Okay. So first thing I noticed, actually the very first thing I noticed is there's no phone number up here in the header. Usually we like to put a button up here that has your phone number on it. That's a click to call number. Okay. That way your customers have, like, they have a form in front of them. They have a button in front of them with the phone number. They have multiple ways that they can just reach right out to you without even having to go through your website that far. Okay. That way, if they're specifically, especially people who are specifically trying to find you and they already know they're going to hire you, like, you want them to have an easy way to get a hold of you right away. And having this form here is perfect too. So let's see what you got for content. You got quite a bit there, quite a bit there, quite a bit there. Okay, you're actually doing pretty good on content from what I'm seeing so far. This is actually a good looking site too. Quite a bit of content there. A little more there. You probably have close to that 1,500 words on this site. Is that click to call? That is. That's smell to. Yep. Okay. So this site actually looks really good. So let's go ahead and take a look at the other site and see what's going on with it. All right. Again, well, actually, you do have the phone number on this one, and it's click to call. So that's like, you want that on, but it's kind of hidden. You kind of have to look for it. It says Indianapolis and then has the phone number, the same color and everything. You really want this to be a button. So that way it's like flashy right in front of their face. You don't have the form on this one though. So you got the phone number on this one and no form, and you get the form and the no phone number on the other one. So let's go ahead and check out your content on this one. Some there, some there, some there. That is click to call. Good. Okay. It looks like you had these, you had these sites built by a different person, it looks like, potentially. Because the way that the click to calls are, this one has // in it, and this click to call down here is, if I can get down to it, there we go, is a colon with just all the numbers in it. So it makes me think that that there was a different, possibly a different person or a different company even that built the site. So that one's not click to call. And this one's considerably less content than the other one as well. So what I would actually say is, I would say to keep this one right here, keep this one and build on it rather than keeping this one. Because I think the layout of this one looks 100 times better. Okay, so and then we could build anything that's on this one onto that one. Okay. So next thing we're going to do, and this is where we're going to kind of talk about why having two sites is kind of pointless. If not, in a way, it's actually, it might be even hurt you a little bit. Okay. So this right here is your backlink record. Okay. Right now, you've this is the first site, the mkpropertysolutions.net. You have 11 backlinks coming from 4 referring domains, and only one of those is do follow. Okay. So actually, let's go ahead and find out what that one is real quick. It's a yellow dot place, which is like a directory. Okay. It's kind of like Yellow Pages. All right. So, and you've got, let's see, you got no keywords on ranking on that site, even though it's got all that content. You got no keywords. Part of the reason for that is because you don't have that many backlinks and you don't have any authority with Google. Google just doesn't crawl your site often enough. That's a lot of what that is. That's why you're not picking up keywords. Okay. Um, there's more to it as well, like such as like certain headers and stuff. But and there's no meta description here either, and it just has the website address and no meta description. All right. So here's your other site. It's showing up for 17 keywords. Okay. So let's see what those are real quick. Floating docks, paving contractors, MK property. That's a branding one. Home remodeling, concrete. Okay, so these are all actually pretty good keywords. Problem is you're just not ranking well for them. You're on like 5th, 6th, 7th page on them. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at these backlinks. So these got 3 do follows. Let's see what those are. So one of the things we like to do, oh, that's really bad. Okay, I'm going to explain why this is bad. These are Blogspot, which are free. It's free to create a simple website on Blogspot. So the way Google sees this, when you've got a bunch of Blogspot websites like this, linking back to your page, and since that's all you have, Google sees this as that you're trying to cheat the system, that you're trying to create a website to link back to you so you can get backlinks. Okay, and they see this. They see that it has no ranking. These two have very, very little traffic, barely any at all, and this one has none. Okay, so these are not good ones. These are not good do follow backlinks, and that's why you're not getting any trust factor with Google. These are actually potentially hurting you, because like I said, Google's not stupid. They see this. So one more thing before we move on to the competitor research part of the video is the reason I say not to have 2 different domains is because these 11 backlinks and these were 4. Now, if this was a good do follow and these 3 were good do follows, okay, you would actually have 4 do follows on one domain instead of 3 in one. Okay, and same with like all the other backlinks that you have here. So you've got 11 there, and you've got 11 on each one, and 4 and 5. So you should be at 22 and 9 unless there's some doubling up going on here, which may be the case. Okay. So that's one of the reasons why I say not to have 2 different sites, because you pump all your backlinks into one site. That site is going to get all the ranking, and then all your service pages and everything are going to piggyback off the juice off of your main page. Okay. That's why I say having 2 sites is kind of ridiculous. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to look at your competitor. So to find your competitor, I looked up roofing contractors Indianapolis. And the first thing you see on Google is the Google ads. Then you see the map pack, which we'll talk about here in just a minute. This actually has a ranking factor as well. And then we're going to find an actual company in the organic listings to find for your competitor. So we're going to skip the BBB, Home Advisor, Gap. So the first actual company is Cochran Exterior. So let's go ahead and check them out real quick. So as I pull up their site, they have, let's get rid of their pop-ups and stuff here. So looking at the content they have, they got a little bit there, a little bit more right there, a little bit right there, a little more right there. So they got, around 1,000 words or whatever, which still isn't the recommended amount. But let's see what they're doing for backlinking. Okay, so they got 538 keywords that they're showing up for on their whole domain. They're getting just over 600 traffic every month. Okay, so they've got 1.7 thousand backlinks. So one of the things we do is we like to go into these backlinks, and we actually export this entire list, and we look at we go and find the good ones, and we go after the same ones. Okay. So as you can see, they've got Home Advisor here. They've got coupon codes, BBB. So we're going to go one by one and go after each one of these, and that way you're copying them, and then we go out and find you 25, 50, 100 more that are good quality, so you can beat them. Okay. So then the last thing we're going to talk about is this map pack again. Okay. So there's a number of things that rank you in the map pack. There is the star rating, the number of reviews. If you don't have this already, go to business.google.com and sign up for this. It's absolutely free. When you sign up, fill out your profile completely. Make sure you fill out a good description with a number of keywords in there for your industry. And then once you fill that out, start adding some pictures. Okay. Speaking of pictures, one of the things I want to point out is that when you're doing pictures, you want to make sure that your pictures are labeled with a name that is same as one of your keywords. Okay. So to give you an example, I've got the your competitor up here. So if I go to save image here, you see how that's a bunch of numbers and letters? Well, see, Google reads this. Okay. So if this was actually labeled as, let's say roofing contractors Indianapolis .jpg, Google would see that and count that as another keyword insertion. Okay. So that's actually really important to remember. And you do that with both your website and your Google My Business listing. Okay. So, back to this. So you upload a whole bunch of pictures. You fill out your description all the way. When make sure you put your business address in, and then we're going to go out and find some citations. This is actually the most important thing, is finding citations. And very similar to backlinks, quality matters. Okay, you want good citations with good authority. Okay, some of the top ones out there are like yp.com, Super Pages, Yellow Pages, stuff like that. It's basically a phone book listing. It's name, address, phone number in different directories around the web. And the difference between this and a backlink is that a backlink has a link on it, and this is more dependent on the phone number. Okay, so and that the number and quality citations helps you rank in this map pack. So is there a big difference in the ranking between 1, 2, and 3? Not a huge one, but is there a big ranking difference between 3 and 4? Absolutely, because nobody ever clicks this view all button. Okay, so that's pretty much it for this overview. If you apply these steps correctly, you'll be ranking in no time, having more customers, and put more money in your pocket. So if you have any questions, you know how to reach me. Have a great day.